Shemai GTA fans, the Maxwell Vagrant is on offer, so I'm purchasing that so that I can review it for you guys. Here are the two off-roaders that are on discount this week. Do drop a like if you enjoy that. And it's the Everon, which is the cheaper one, and it's a Vagrant here, which is the most expensive. Look how tiny it is. Okay, well let's modify it and see what we've got to offer on 1.3 million worth of discounted car. Cost 2 million in real life. Not upgraded anything here, so we're going to have to get all that done. Exhaust, so what do we want? What do we feel like? Something chubby and black, maybe? Yeah, that'll do. I've already spent $1 billion on it, may as well spend a bit more. Or you can have the fenders a different colour. Oh, isn't that useful? I don't really like the fenders. Can you not remove them altogether? Yeah, no. Hood. Secondary hood. What? What is that doing? That is pointless. Pointless. Okay, lights and livery. Well, it's just standard headlights. Liveries. This is where it might be useful. I don't know. It's not much of a car, is it? So all it's colouring in is this jazzy bit. You see that? Oh, you can make it into a zebra though. Well, we all like zebras, don't we? But it's a bit overdone. Naval geometric. Well, that was a good one. Urban fractal. Pink and green. What? Hunting. Oh, it's tartan. Now you're talking. Get some of the good stuff out here. Well, let's do a Scotch livery. Why not? Tartan. Been a while since I've done one of them. Change colours of the mirrors. Secondary mirrors. Yeah, whatever. Plate. COP26, that'll do. Respray, primary colour. We can go for the classics. Let's spend the minimum on this. So primary. Oh, it's changing the colour of the tartan. Well, that's good. Let's change it to a red to make it a proper tartan. I like that tinkle noises in the background. What? Where's the red? Dude, where's my red? Silver. Oh, red. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Secondary colour. So what's the secondary colour do? Oh, it's those. Alright, it's the roll bar. I suppose the yellow would go with blue, wouldn't it, for the colourblind people out there? Of course it would. And it'll be handy when I fall out of it to be able to find it in the bushes. Hear that keyboard tapping. Actually, that's more like a orange, isn't it? That's a funny looking yellow. Yeah, let's go with that, shall we? It's kind of it's not really yellow. No, let's go with race yellow. Come on, grow up. Okay, that's enough of that. Trim colour. What does that do? What's that colouring in? Oh, the shock absorbers. Can make them yellow. It's not really yellow, that is it? Actually, they should be red, really, shouldn't they? That's the best colour for shock absorbers. Torino red, yeah. Oh, that red was cheaper, damn. Okay, roof, what can we do? Roof rack. Or a tyre. I suspect we're going to roll down the hill and I think a spare tyre will help that. Roof mounted lights, we've got to have the roof mounted lights. So this is projector light bar or projector? Projector. Maybe it's better. Transmission we need to do. Trunk. Yeah, we already like that. Turbo, yes, we need. Wheels. Tyres, we need tyre enhancement. Bulletproof. Tyre design. No. Wheel type. Let's have a look at what kind of off-road wheels we have. Yeah, these are kind of numpty wheels, aren't they? But yeah, I'm quite happy with the star shapes. I mean, if you're going to spend a lot of money, you may as well spend it on some wheels that you're never going to look at. Wheel colour. This is more important. Red, I think, will go nicest with this build. Yes. Tyre design. Oh yeah, you gotta have some colours. Tyre smoke is going to be red. Can we have red, please? Yes, there we go. Oh, I've spent a long time upgrading this, but we are there. Okay, so there's your upgrade. If you enjoyed this build, drop a like. Ah, looks very different, doesn't it? Very nice. Okay, I'm just going to take it on a little bit of a drive around the city. Apparently this is a really fast car. Oh, actually, let's have a look at our light bar. Oh, it doesn't work. You spend 1.3 million or 2.2 million on this thing, and the light bar doesn't work. Rockstar, you are an absolute disgrace. Oh, it's a bit skiddy in the rain, but I like the way it climbs trees. Maybe it's like a stunt car. I think what we're going to do with this thing is take it on the off-road performance. It's pretty quick around town, it's got a spare seat, so once it gets up to speed, it hasn't got the fastest acceleration from the get-go, but once it gets going, it really goes, doesn't it? So, let's crack on and see what we can do with this thing. We're going to go up Chiliad at some point, but we might just compare it to the fastest off-roader, because it is a fast off-roader on the hills as well, apparently. So we are going to test that now, after we test the roll bar. Do you know what lets this car down? It's only two-wheel drive. It's time for an uphill drag race against the Desert Raid, the fastest off-roader in the game. And the Desert Raid wins, funnily enough. I thought this car was brilliant. Pyro Realm Gaming said it was awesome and super fast. Not off-road, it isn't. And it spins out really easily. Okay, what else? Okay, let's test it on the water to see how it gets through the river. Is it going to make it? Whoa, that's not making it, is it? We are going to be drowning here. Well, there we go. I think there's your answer. It's terrible in water. But one positive is, let's test it on a log, shall we? Look at that. I mean, it really has no problems. Even though it's got tiny, tiny wheels, it seems to do alright on logs and rock crawling as well. And it's only two-wheel drive. It's good for a two-wheel drive car. Okay, that's the positive. Now we're going to take on Chiliad and see what it can do. So here we are on Chiliad, and we are going to take it on with a storm because it's pretty fast up a hill. Considering it's two-wheel drive, it does alright. But it's not four-wheel drive, so it will struggle at parts, surely. Let's see what it can do on this face here. But it's got no chance. Go on. Come on, little car, you can do it. Just out of interest to see. Well, that is not bad. It came back down, we expected that. All experience. Oh, what's fallen off there? Oh, that's my Scotch bonnet, isn't it? Alright, let's carry on. Let's see if we can do a rapid. If you pick the right route, I think you'll get a rapid ascent of Chiliad using this little car. That's what it's here for, I think. Let's try this gully over here. It looks a little bit ominous. Oh, it's a bit rocky. Come on, you can manage it. I thought that was blood for a minute there, but it's the tyres. It's the old tyres don't bleed, do they? Do I think I've got a bargain though? 1.3 million. That's a lot of money for what it is. You know, but it is also fun. You know, if you ignore the fact the lights don't work and it's only two-wheel drive. Oh, come on, get up. It can go up the hard way. Pretty forgiving on Chiliad. Oh no. Alright, can we go over it in reverse? It brakes alright as well, funnily enough. In a lot of off-roaders, you would be going straight down the mountain again. With some of the mistakes I'm making here. Look at that, I am going back down the mountain, come on. Handbrake, and forwards. So let's try this bit again, shall we? I know you guys are keen for me to get to the top and get to the point. But I suppose you've got a question, is it worth it, haven't you? At some point. Oh no, he's not doing it. That big lump of granite. The little lad's struggling on that. You want to see me doing it the wrong way? This is the wrong way. Yeah. So what, I was asking a question to myself, is it worth it while trying to concentrate on this damned hill? Well, to me, I'm not sure. I'm 50-50 on whether it is worth it. I don't think you get value for money at all. I definitely wouldn't pay full price for it. But I would consider it for 1.3 million because it is fun. You can't deny there's an enjoyment in just tackling Mount Chiliad in a really fast little car. And if you're on smaller hills as well, you can really take off in it because it gets to some epic speeds. You know, or you could just get on a motorbike. Oh, excuse me, I'm just coughing for some reason there. And yeah, oh, my flaps come open. But yeah, if you're on a motorbike, you can easily fall off motorbikes. But I think it's one of the fastest vehicles for getting up Chiliad. That's the reason to buy it. And it's not a great looking car, is it? But I'd say think about it if you want to use it for fun purposes. But maybe I'll do a little bit of a conclusion by driving across some hills, shall I? But first I need to get down from here, don't I? How do I do that? There we go, look at that. Get down in style. Oh, that tree got in the way, didn't it? Well, that is a fair old spin on there. Look at that. What a manoeuvre. Well, it's one of the fastest for getting down a hill as well. Considering the wheels are so small, it really seems to handle the rocky terrain quite well. That's a compliment. At the end of the day, the Insurgent looks like a four-wheel drive car, but isn't, so you can't knock it too hard, but those light bars should work. That is unforgivable. I don't know why Rockstar keep doing that. It seems to be a trend. It seems to be the in thing. Okay, we made it down. Do some LS Tuners races through there. Well, what are my thoughts on this off-road vehicle? I don't think it's much of an off-road vehicle really. It's more like a sand dune blasty vehicle. As you can see though, it can actually ford really shallow strips of water, so don't worry about that. But if you come across anything deep, it can't do anything with it. It will drown, as you would expect with a small car like this. But I don't know. It's a bit of a disappointment with regards to price because I'd expect you get so much more for your money. So you are not going to get value for money if you buy this car. That is an honest kind of view of it. It costs 1.3 on discount, 2.2 full price, and for that price you'd expect at least the lights to work on it. You know, where are they? Where are they? Where are the lights? The customizations on it as well, there's not much on offer. It's really quite rubbish. I mean, it goes quite fast, yeah, when you're on a kind of numpty kind of slope. So it does work all right, but as soon as you hit any rock, it really does start to struggle on the granite and that. So as long as you've got a bit of dirt, it's a good dirt buggy. I mean, going over hills like this, it's good fun. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's not as good as the Desert Raid, which is the best off-road vehicle. It's faster, it's better, all-round off-road. And I'm not going to put them in a straight drag race on the flat because these vehicles aren't about that. Another disappointment is that it's two-wheel drive, it's not four-wheel drive. So that's quite a big one really. So yeah, I'd like to see four-wheel drive for 2 million kind of money mark. You may as well get the Dune FAV, at least, and you get mines with the Dune FAV as well. So you can go and drop mines on people's heads, which is nice. What else? Customization options, it doesn't have enough, nearly enough for a car that you're paying 2 million full price, so that's not good enough. But I mean, it's fun, it's fast enough, and you can drive it around town. You know what it does? It drives a lot better around town than the Dune FAV. It's a lot better handling on a road, but you don't buy these cars for roads. Just get a supercar for 2 million. You can get an awesome supercar, will do a lot better job than this. So what else is there? I mean, you've got the other car as well that's on special offer that was released at the same time, the pickup. So hopefully that's less of a disappointment than this car, which is fun, but If I could do my time again, I wouldn't buy it. Look at the G, the I mean, you could buy so many cheaper options than these. The other thing is as well to bear in mind is there's a lot of old cars out there that are still at the regular price because what Rockstar has been doing is every time they release new cars, the prices go up. So why don't you just look for a car that already exists and does what you want it to do, and is older but is equivalent? Because there's plenty of them, and I'll hopefully find one with the next car review um, to show you that kind of thing. What that there are alternates. You can pay a fraction of the price. Like the Desert Raid is 700,000, and you compare that. That's 500,000 less than this car when it's on discount, and it's significantly less when you talk about 2.2 million. You see, it's more than it's half the price. It's ridiculous. So for that reason, I can't recommend buying it. If you've seen other people's reviews and you think that's enough for you, then yeah, crack on, buy it. But there are better cars out there for customization purposes and for off-road performance purposes and for street racing purposes. I don't know. Maybe it's good for the off-road races, but don't you just get a motorbike for doing that? That's the best one for that. So maybe if you don't want to drive a motorbike in off-road races, that's another reason you might buy this car, to be competitive in that respect. But for me, there's not enough in it to warrant the high price tag. Anyway, that's enough for me. If you find that useful, do drop a like and a subscribe. But thank you very much for watching so far, and have a great and mighty fine day.